Let me do an event preview on this approximately 2 weeks long festival. So we're not in the preparation anymore, we're right now on December 1st. This is once again test server recording, it's subject to change, and you see that not everything is 100% given, so bear in mind that you may see things differently, because I suspect that the live event is gonna have slight variations, slight changes. The first thing that I would like to show you is the event currency. And in the event currency, there is a store that hopefully opens quite soon. There you go, it's opening. There is a store which is called Festival Special Offer. That's where you see the exact same types of rewards, with the exception that you can see 50% more event currency with respect to the diamond value, at least right now on the test server. It's subject to change, we never know what changes, what doesn't. What is more interesting is that you see the paid offers, obviously, and see that there are some skins, but as we scroll down there are interesting updates that can fuel certain speculations about Vidomina. We cannot know it at this stage, because it was communicated on Discord that some of these packs should not be opened, and I'm asking what kinds of packs. Because for example the mask, it says Endless Super Value Icebreaking Pack Limited 1. I think if you open this you won't be able to put it into Vidomina. I'm not sure, but I'm speculating on this right now based on the communication, and I hope it's not the case and individual units can be placed in there too. This is the new artifact. So these are the pieces, and this is the new artifact. It seems like it can be purchased. Not sure if it's gonna be a Vidomina item. If yes, then it means that obviously you need to purchase the pack. And this one too, Divine Gear Super Value Icebreaking Pack, and you see 6 items. Now what I don't know, and I cannot know it, limited 0 out of 2, and there is no description. And right now I'm owning 0, and the only thing I can verify is that if I make one of my boxes a hero armor, then we can see that I'm owning 0 right now. So you see that there are all these artifacts, limited 0 out of 2 and so on. It's still subject to change, obviously. It could change, but not sure which ones are gonna be affected, which ones are not gonna be affected, and I'm not sure what these boxes are all about either. Okay, so right now just bear in mind that you may need to see this festival once it goes live. Okay, and then there may be a connection. Now, talking about event currency, a change from Wednesday onwards is that if you see the daily missions, you're gonna get 50 event currency here and another 50 here, totaling 100. This is approximately 67 diamonds of extra value. This is not much. And let's also see the shop. So the shop that you're used to this week is gonna stay open. Nothing changes at all. So you see, same items with the old event currency. With the new event currency, here is the list of items. For now, once again, test server, it may change. And you see the usual values. You can calculate what is worth, what is not worth. Prestigious chest H as usual. This is the new artifact. I think that's the only way so far for diamond based players to get this new artifact. This looks very much like some tarot card pack for 12k. At least it has the same icon as the King faction tarot card selectable. Basically very much the same icon. Come on, please scroll. Yeah, very much the same icon. I can only speculate what these 100 tokens mean, because right now, even though I've updated things, the descriptions are not appearing. But you will figure it out on time. And it's 15k, this one is 13k, and 100 tokens in total. We will see what this is. I can assume that these are the important items to get, and maybe the accessory chest, I'm not sure, but sooner or later you're gonna get it after every 20th pull once this artifact is gonna go live in the astrologer. So that's the event shop and all these other things. Now let's see what else is gonna be available. There is gonna be fragmented memories where you get this image eventually, and you can open with puzzle progress basically different pieces, and you get event currency. Now there are gonna be more event currency up for grabs, where you can go to different chapters and get fragments, get event currency, get other things. These are the conditions. Riddle chests as well. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter whatever. There is a frost tribute where basically you click here. It's not explained most likely, and you get some festival vouchers as well. Then ceremonial campaign, this thing where you can play certain levels. This level is basically the opposite, well actually it may be the same direction as the Assassin's Creed level if you remember, and here is some extra chest. Riddle chest, which god is known as a destroyer in Indian mythology, and then you select Shiva most likely, and then you get the voucher. There is another chest here. Don't play this on a mobile, I think, because on a mobile device it's gonna be crazy. Available Gradder. So the questions are also there, but I think if you answer badly, then you still get a second chance or something. Maybe I'll answer badly on purpose or by accident in another question. Hidden chest. You see there are these options. There is another hidden chest on chapter 2, and then where could the hidden chest be? Maybe here. Fragment chest. Okay, that's not the hidden chest, that's the fragment chest. But there is another chest here. Riddle chest. In Heroes 3, what is the symbol of Erathia? And then if I don't say a griffin, but let's say a unicorn, then it's the bad answer, right? So I select the bad answer on purpose, unicorn. And that's a bad answer, okay. Then I may change my mind and let's say that I think it's a green dragon because I need new glasses and I mistake griffins for green dragons. And this is the wrong answer. And griffins, eventually you get the 90 vouchers anyway. You can just save clicks by knowing the right answer. So these are the things. And by the way, this is the second level of Assassin's Creed, but you start here and you finish here. And the last level is an Azure Dragon fight, which is a community exercise just like Stadwick. So all players need to attack the Azure Dragon. And then chapter 2, or wait, we need to defeat the Azure Dragon King. Okay, let me do this fight now. This Azure Dragon King fight is the same as the new Azure Dragon mechanic, where the 8th best unit damage counts. You might have gotten used to it by now, so essentially what you do is get rid of some of your defenders. This is an older team, by the way. I don't even remember what kind of units I have, but I'm quite certain that these are not gonna deal enough damage. So I'll add an Arcane Archer maybe. So Sun Crusader to the front, this unit to the front, Arcane Archer to the back. And whatever, I'm gonna just demonstrate once, so it's not gonna be a big deal breaker. Maybe I'll add the Wyvern. You see that I unlocked some of these units on the test server, by the way, for some future testing purposes, but I never gotten around it yet, because I don't want to do someone else's job. Now, let's do the battle. So this is the second level. So other than that, you just complete regular missions. So it's very much like Assassin's Creed, basically. And then it loads. By the way, test server is on a device. Maybe I need to give it some more RAM. But it's loading a bit slowly. So Azure Dragon. Last time I tested it, and that's the reason why I didn't do a video. Oh, it's kind of quick. Okay, I won. So last time last time it exited before winning. So this time it seems like that I managed to win the whole thing. And then after completing this, Azure Dragon King has been defeated, then the third chapter is unlocked. Or it's supposed to be unlocked. Or what is this? No, after second chapter there is ceremonial restoration. We have to restore the venue. What does it mean? It's like the third chapter, regroup and reassemble. And then you go through the levels. So it's basically the same level again, the second Assassin's Creed map, backwards, once again. At least the top part of it. And then you battle once, it's supposed to be easy. Master of Ceremonies is calling on everybody to work together. It's an yeah, okay. You always get some extra text, by the way. You either read it or not, up to you. And then it's loading. There you go. And after finishing this, what do you get? Event vouchers, festival voucher. I have no idea what the end count is gonna be, but given that it's not skill based, you can figure it out yourself and just wait until the very end with the purchases, or wait until Vidomina starts, basically. And get the fragment chest, get all the types of chests. It's gonna be really hard to discover, by the way. So, wish I knew. There is a chest. In the game, which level grants you a lot of unit XP? Dwarven Treasury, Crypt, Dragon Utopia, or Trial of Angels. And then you can play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with yourself. Let's say, let's remove 2. Okay, we're removing 2. There you go. And then let's ask the audience, and they say 100% Crypt, 0% Dwarven Treasury. And then you continue thinking, and you don't know. You select Dwarven Treasury, and it's wrong, and eventually it's Crypt. But you still get the 90 festival vouchers. So that's how it's working. You go through all the levels, and then you go to chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. So you see chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6. Or no, actually there is just chapter 4 and chapter 5 in total. I would love to see the total of event currency that is available, but it's not possible to calculate without external information because of 2 reasons. Reason 1 is that everything I'm showing you is subject to change. And reason 2 is that I can only play 1 day. And I never know how many days, what other days hold. But this time, you see that I'm getting things earlier. By the way, there is also this track. It's like a battle pass in most games. Nothing really exciting on the bottom, but in exchange it's just a usual 11.99. Wait a minute, this is a deluxe chest, which gives you hero armor, necklace, destruction, cornucopia, dragon frost. Oh, this is an old deluxe chest. This is not the deluxe chest H. So this is the old one. I'm not sure if this is intentional or it's accidental. I don't know how I can convey the feedback, but this is the old deluxe chest that doesn't even have divine gear or the triple artifacts. But you can complete mission for the top route or different missions. You see, you're getting these purple coins. Claim all is also there. And then you advance. And for the bottom part, you can purchase in exchange for 11.99, and this is what you're gonna get. So some diamonds plus some sweeteners and the chest that gives you at least a hero armor. Hopefully this will change, I don't know, because this is the old deluxe chest. And it's reverse signaling in a sense that the new deluxe chest is supposed to be super valuable, but the old deluxe chest is less valuable than the premium chest H. And I think deluxe chest E is the one that is really valuable. So now You see sign-in bonfire, every single day you get something to light the fire. Event calendar is nothing special, it just gives you the event calendar of all the items. And you can see, get a sneak peek into what is coming. Covenant, spending, login reward, hero expedition, single purchase, these simple things. Album, master of, so there is no Vidomina in sight, but it was promised that it would be on the 3rd. And you see that artifact purchases basically are in alignment with it. It may just mean that the event is not live yet because, or on the test server, because they want to edit it, and so on. Here you just rewatch the videos, and here you get this community mission. So that's the idea, and there is a link to the store that I showed you before. So this is what you can expect. I was not communicated any embargo on this, so I'm following my agreement with Sheldy back in the days. That anything that is on the test server and I was not explicitly communicated I shouldn't demo it, is demoable. So you see, these are the units and or the items that you can buy. I'm not sure what's gonna be on Vidomina. I am seeing that it is possible that some of these offers, so for example this chest or whichever chest, could be linked to it, because why not? After all, if you can get it and you can triple it, that's usually a good thing. Let me go to my inventory, where you will see a couple of items, for example this one, that are just test items, so don't worry about them. But what you need to specifically worry about is that I have 10 legendary hero armor components here. And you see that I was owning 0 right there. So given that I own 0 hero armors, but I have 10 here, you can conclude the rest that it is not this one legendary hero armor piece. You can also conclude that the discount is set to exactly the same amount as the icebreaker packs. So some of you have not bought it, and in that case it's still in the preferred benefits artifact related. There you go. Where you see icebreaker pack, same amount, it's $40, 90% discounted. And you see that in the new store, wherever that is, you have the exact same pricing in the festival special offer. It's just the text is missing for some reason, in case of some. But it's consistent because you can see basically based on equivalence that an icebreaker costs this usually, and this gives you all the items. So this is supposed to be an icebreaker too, and these are supposed to be similar icebreakers too, with the exception of less valuable artifact like the crown. But the newer artifact, that statue, wherever is it, here it is, this new artifact, it's still the higher price because it's scarce. So you can conclude the rest. So icebreaking packs may have a role. By the way, for Vidomina, I think usually it's a good forecaster to see what exclusive things are there. I don't think you would multiply skins, but it's absolutely possible that you have these offers. Or you have these, well, hero tokens, I'm not sure. There has been no precedent on hero tokens in the past. But covenants, it's a bit suspicious, right? That you have 30 covenants. Maybe those 30 covenants could be put in. Maybe it's exactly 30. I cannot know it once again. So this is suspense. Okay, so we can discuss it, we can talk about it, and whatever happens, happens. Now, I would like to show you one last thing. This offer. It's gonna come. This is the end of it, so it's something for next week, where you still have this mysterious token, so I don't know what it is, I purchased it, but it just doesn't add up. And the reason why it doesn't add up is that you see I have 220 of it at the moment. Where is that mysterious thing? Somewhere I have 220, maybe I've gone past it already, but I will locate it quite soon. Oh wait, here? Yeah, there it is, 220. And when I try to use one, I'm getting weapons. So maybe these are Divine Herald weapons, so essentially Arcana ore, belonging to a single wave of Divine Heralds. This one, Oceanic Dragon, looks like it. Demonic Horns of Fury, Crimson token, and this thing, this is Wings. You can identify what this means and whether it's intended or whether this is a placeholder. I don't know, I cannot know it. So these weapons are also up for grabs if they don't change it, because they could. So you see that these are essentially Arcana, or this is a 4000 diamond offer, and here you have an A, B or C Orange Battles card selection. And this may have something to do with Vidomina too. Just saying. Regarding the paid offers, for $11.99 you have the new artifact or the Supreme Crown or the same 30 weapons. Some sweetener, out of which to me this makes the most sense, and some more sweeteners, out of which maybe this, because the rest is just can be purchased for by just playing the game. This is a diamond equivalent. Okay, confirm. I'm not buying it obviously, because even on the test server I would have to use real money to buy it. Now next, here $35.99, one mask component or 45 Arcana ore. You decide which one is more valuable. I'm saying that you can get this for diamonds, and this is a lot more limited. So with an Astro contract you can go nuts with hundreds of thousands of diamonds in terms of mask. And this is gonna get less scarce with meta defining new artifacts. Now Arcana ore, next one of them, this is the most valuable. And Champion versus Divine Herald H, 40 versus 15. I would say that this is the more valuable but less desirable option, because you might not need champions at this stage that much anymore. This is the more desirable but obviously less valuable, because one Divine Herald token costs less, ironically costs less than one champion token. But this is for free in the hunting, the octopus hunting game. And Eternity Adamant, well, sweetener. It's a Luftballon thing for free. And you see it's the same thing. So that's the $35 thing, or $30 thing. Next one, $60. Let's see. Generation 4 hero, or 150 possibly weapons. Yeah, the same item, or one mask. So if you need a Generation 4 hero, obviously it costs some money. And then you can get more weapons. I think this is more scarce than any of these at this stage, because you need 1000 weapons for one unit. And then you either choose that you upgrade that generation with the weapons, or Arcana ore. Up to you. If you need that generation, then you use this. And for the final one, sweeteners, except the Arcana ore, well, I would go for Arcana ore, obviously. So this is the thing. Finally, Festival Supreme Gift Box. 119. Here you're gonna get either a Catherine or a Deluxe E-chest. Well, Deluxe E-chest, thanks for nothing. So 1 Endless, or 3 Rings of Negation, 3-4 Honor, 1 Ultimate. So this is just one artifact. Now, whether you want to get Awakened Catherine or 135 Arcana ore, I don't know. It depends on whether you have Awakened Catherine or you need. Most likely you need it because you have Divine Herald units after all, right? So you might want Awakened Catherine. And then you're gonna get 50 more weapons or 1 mask. And this is not the icebreaker, by the way. Or is it? Most likely it's a component, it's not. If it's an icebreaker, that's another question, because if you put it in Vidomina, you get 18 mask components, obviously. So you get this. Here, these are placeholders, up to you, which one you use. I'm using this for the purpose of test server availability only. And then Divine Herald H, the newest ones, or Prestigious H, or 50 weapons. Now, given weapons are the most scarce, at this point in time, I go for scarcity, not necessarily for value. Because value-wise, ironically, weapons are dirt cheap. Because this is 3,000 diamonds value in total. An artifact box is 9,000 diamonds worth of stuff. But if you get a triple one, for example, the Sword of the Gods, for instance, it's 27,000 value. That's a lot. So if you compare 3,000 to 27,000, something doesn't add up in valuation, right? That's why I'm not using valuation, I'm using scarcity for the decisions. And obviously if you need those units badly, fine, but you can get these in any quantity, while you can only get, I think, 40 Arcana ore a week for diamonds and free. Maybe just 20 if you don't have enough unit tokens, because there is a shop where you have 20 more Arcana ore a week, as long as you don't run out of unit tokens or souls. So let's confirm, that's fine. So these are the options. These are the units, customizable pack, whatever else. So this is what's awaiting you. And then we'll need to see what Vidomina holds. I will not add speculation on it until it's ready. Once it's ready, and once I'm not explicitly told not to do it, so obviously if there is an embargo I cannot do it, but if there is no embargo I will let you know as early as possible, as long as I have access to the information. This is the event, and the next few days you will have quite a lot of events to go through, or a lot of levels, mostly in the Assassin's Creed map. So what am I talking about? What kind of Assassin's Creed map? You may know it from week 1. Oh, Stadvik just got enabled for the test server, amazing. So Assassin's Creed map, it's basically these, I'm talking about these chapters, you see. It's basically the same map. You see the pond here that there was a secret chest back in the day. So it's the same map of Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 so far that I'm seeing. I'm anticipating that Assassin's Creed 3 is gonna be there as well. But it's just the location. It looks like an event location. So with that, you know what you need to pay attention to. Write it in the comments if you have any questions, or discuss it on Discord.